I'm Jolly.
And I'm Samantha.
And this is Too Weird! Today we're going to be doing another episode of Two Weird Topics.
Yes. You guys love them and we love doing them.
That's right.
Our topic for today?
We are talking about cyber sex.
That's true. All the different ones. Hey.
All the different aspects, really. But not all of them, because who's got that kind of damn time? Not us. But we will talk about, several things that kind of include, being sexy online.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sam's got the first question.
First question. It says, uncomfortable with nudes? What are some other options if you still want to get your cyber sexy on?
Okay, so
I'm going to go with, the most obvious. There's sexting. Using your words instead of your pictures.
Well, I was gonna say if you're not comfortable with nudes, you can also do pictures that make you look slightly naked but are not in fact naked. So everyone wants boob pics, right? But a lot of times you can do something really, really you can cover it with your arms and all that. Cover the important things and make it look cute. Just saying, it works. It's still pretty sexy.
Get your cleavage on.
Yes, use it. If you have it, muster its power for the good of all people. And by good of all people, I mean you and whoever you're fucking with, but what else? Anywho, basically, as far as that goes, I would say if you're uncomfortable with nudes, don't do it. Nudes are something that's supposed to be fun and something that you're supposed to be comfortable with, and if it's something that develops in a more forceful fashion, just don't do it because it's going to be awkward. The other thing is, if you don't want to be completely nude, you can go ahead and keep it tasteful, You can wear some sexy underwear that doesn't show your bare ass, but still says, hey, this is some good shit right here. Hey, I'm just saying, nudes are about basically kind of getting a preview of the package. And by the package, they don't just mean your personality. Because let's be realistic, people. Everyone likes to say, I like her for her personality and her intelligence, or the same thing about a guy, but we also do look at people and that generally instinctive nature, just in the sexual fashion, just instinctively, not on purpose, but that's just how it is. So you can do tasteful nudes. Please, just keep your underwear on.
Only do what you're comfortable doing.
Yes.
If you're not enjoying it, there's no point in doing it.
If you're not enjoying it, or if it feels forced, definitely not. Comfortable is the key word. Have fun with it.
True.
Okay, so if you have a busy life, does basically having sex online help fill in the gaps? And by having sex online, I mean webcams,
Snapchat,
pictures,
FaceTime.
And by FaceTime,
sexting.
It's more like penis vagina time, but still, it's still kind of the same thing, though. Use that sort of application. Hey, let's be realistic. Most people who want to have cyber sex are not hey, let me see your face the whole time. So I'm just
yes,
saying.
I do think that could help fill your life if you're maybe you both work in different areas or
long distance.
Now have a long distance relationship, out of town business trips, whatever.
Yep.
Maybe so.
And just generally,
you, boo.
I was gonna say just generally, it can
whatever
be
works
fun.
for you guys. It's not the same thing's not gonna work for everybody.
That's true. Whatever floats your boat. Hey, it's an old saying, but it works.
She can't spell. It takes me a second to read it.
I can
Does
spell.
technology.
There was a hyphen. There was a fucking hyphen. I just write really huge. I'm sorry.
Does
I like
technology make sex and being sexy more fun?
I should have just read it for her because apparently she
No,
can't read
I
my
got
big
it.
ass letters.
Fucking got it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
she got
make
it
more
after
fun. Shut up.
through the whole
Well,
thing.
I can't help it that you write
Hey, she gave me a
ridiculous.
fucking Sharpie and kept the pen, so whatever.
Whatever, it was sitting on the
Bitchiness
table.
aside.
Whatever.
Bitchiness aside.
Either which way, back to the
Put the claws back
question.
in.
Does technology make sex and being sexy more fun?
Yeah. I think so. It makes it easily accessible at any point in time in which you choose. Instead of it being something that necessarily has to be just reserved for the bedroom or nighttime or whatever, whatever your schedule is, middle of the day. Doesn't matter. It means that if in the middle of the day you're oh man, I have 5 minutes to kill and I feel like sending, an ass shot to somebody, you can do it. And by somebody, I mean my husband, but still, y'all get the point, right? I mean, it just means it's more accessible and more open for you to say, hey, I'm really into you. You want to be into me or in me? Whatever. It's all up to you. It's your business.
But again, we're besties, but we're not the same person. So our comfort
We are
level
very
is
different.
completely different. So maybe it makes it more fun, and maybe it doesn't. Maybe
doesn't have to
depends
get
on.
gross.
Maybe it depends on the avenue. Maybe you know.
Sorry, double
shut up.
Anyway.
Maybe you're comfortable with sending like sexting or Snapchats, but not like
Full
videos or like regular pictures. Like you do you and do what makes it
makes you
actually
Fun.
more fun. Exactly.
The overall point is definitely comfort and fun. Those are the overall things. I mean, regardless of your opinion, like she said, we do have very different opinions. I'm more kind of like, just have fun with it, do whatever.
And I'm the conservative one.
She's way more conservative than me, so. But it's okay. What that means is that no matter what side of the, of the spectrum you fall on, you can still find a way to have fun with it if you decide to use technology. You don't have to, but even a sexy phone call in the middle of the day can be a nice way to kind of just perk things up and make it more interesting. Kind of like, oh, wow, that was a nice surprise. Because who expects something like that? Don't get creepy and start it off just like that. Don't be like, hey, baby.
Hey.
Don't be weird.
Once
Start
you
it
do
off
it.
politely and work your way up to that. But I'm just saying, it's a nice surprise. It's a good way to be. Ooh, okay, well, this one segues right into that.
Okay.
Yes, to sext or not to sext. Again, if it makes you feel comfortable and you've already reached a point where you have rapport with a person, or you're already in a relationship where you're kind of past that, like I said, been married a long time, you're kind of just past the bullshit, you can just be straightforward, then yeah, do it. As long as you're comfortable and it makes you smile, because if it's not fun, it's not worth it.
And some people are better with words than others.
That's true.
Not everybody has the ability to sext well.
Hey, some people are goddamn wordsmiths, other people are like, no, fuck that, I don't want that. So I'm just
Some
saying.
people just want to be
it's
on the
fine.
receiving end of that.
Yes, and
So-
that's fine too.
And you know who you are in your relationships. You know who you are in that.
That's for
So.
real. And that's fine. Again, the biggest thing is being comfortable, and regardless of what kind of relationship you have, if you're both in agreement, whether it's friends with benefits, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, starting to date, whatever. The point is, as long as you're on the same page, communicating openly, that can be something really fun and really silly to kind of do. And I say silly, not that I can't get serious, but I say silly because that's usually how it starts, with something like, someone sending you something stupid like, oh, lots of kisses, and then you kind of build that up to, oh yeah, what else? I'm just saying, stupid, innocent as shit turns into something much more complex when you add sexting to it. When you really add that level of commitment and complexity. And by commitment, it doesn't mean like, put a ring on it. Just keep it simple, people.
And our last question. Does using Snapchat, Instagram, or Facebook change the tone? I say yes and no. Personally speaking, I would never use Instagram or Facebook for my sexy time. Snapchat, though, I do think that for a lot of people, Snapchat changes the tone, just because you know whether or not screenshots are being taken.
Yeah.
It's unless you set it to the damn infinity loop that they made now, it's like 10 seconds and then gone. Like, I feel like that has opened cyber sexy time for a lot of people.
That's true. Well, I definitely agree. I mean, it changes the tone completely, and depending on your age, you'll feel you'll feel differently about different things. I definitely think Snapchat, yeah, why not? Have fun with it. But yeah, Instagram is way too public. Even in the sort of the private messages or whatever, they added a feature recently where you can make your messages disappear after a while. But I still think it's a little weird. I mean, I feel like Instagram is about kind of like the fun pictures and doing shit, and not the kind of shit that you'd be sexting.
I feel like
about.
Instagram is like hashtag footy, hashtag num num.
Like I
Look at
said,
me.
fun shit, but not that kind of shit.
Like,
so.
you shouldn't be sending your goodies out over Instagram.
Yeah,
in
it's kind of
my
like those
opinion.
people. Well, I was gonna say it's kind of like those people who like put their business out on Twitter, like completely. Who tweet people, all sorts of weird, sexy stuff, like literally tweet, not even private messages. So I kind of feel that way. As far as Facebook, again, your age does kind of determine your level of comfort with it, and also, I guess, your friendship. What if you're not really friends on Snapchat? What if Facebook is how you went about it or whatever? That's fine. You do whatever the fuck you want. That's the point.
You do you, boo. You do you.
Yes. But yeah, as long as as long as you're having fun with it, it's fine. And even though Facebook makes the tone seem a little more serious than Snapchat since you got all the goofy filters, I know Facebook added that, but it's not the same. That shit is not the same.
They added that.
Snapchat has had it for a long time. And the filters make it fun or sexy or complicated or simple, whatever. Whereas with Facebook, it's usually more like, I feel like it's more business-like.
I feel like, though, if you're really worried about the filters, how invested are you in this cyber sexy time in the first place? It isn't a waste of time. If you're like, boom, I'm going to have to take 10 minutes for this picture so I can find the right filter and the right angle. Like, then it turns into a Facebook profile picture, of which, A, we don't want that, and
well, it depends on what you want out of life.
Takes it out.
Let's be real. We all know someone who paid for something with stripping. Just saying. If that's the kind of career or life you lead, yeah, you might want that as your picture. Anyway, point is, you know, what I'm saying though is that Snapchat has a major element of fun, whereas Facebook tends to be more serious. So yes, definitely a different tone. That's kind of like the overall, but yes.
On that note, that was cyber sexy time with Too Weird. What?
Yep.
So subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment below on a topic that you would like us to cover next, and we will see you next time.